Fuck that, bro. I gotta get me a rock star, bro. I need some energy. I don't have any energy right now. And I'm about to walk like a mile right now over to this spot real quick, fly a sign, come back and play my numbers. Just like that. But let me holler at you real quick, bruhs. Uh, when you get the bag, I think you deserve the best women. Yeah. You know what, bro? You didn't work hard, face a lot of rejection, just 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 so you could have average women, bro, or below average women. Definitely not below average women. You don't deserve that. You deserve top shelf, man. You deserve beautiful women after all the hustling and the hard work and the persistence that you put into your craft. You know what I'm saying? You deserve the final things in life, bro. Well, you don't deserve women that are like below your looks level or around your looks level, bro. I think life is too short. I think that once you get the bag, you deserve the finer things in life, bro. What's up, boss? Over there at the mall.
You go mall today?
Right now.
Good day.
I don't know yet. I'm gonna go right now, man. Thank you. What's up with it, Jamie? I think like because life is so short, it's like wouldn't you like the experience of like sleeping with a top tier woman if you ain't never had one before, like you was always rejected by those type of women, and you come into some money, you're gonna want top tier women, bro. You're gonna want the best of the best, and it'll give your genes the best chance of survival. You feel what I'm saying? Like me, I'm not gonna be checking for like short women once I get the bag. I think that's like cheating yourself. I think like you work so hard, you went through homelessness, you went through pain and suffering, and at the end, just to get a below average or an average woman, no, 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 no. No, hold on one second. Gotta open this up. No, I don't deserve a short female like shorty pants. Once I get the bag, I feel like once I get the bag, I'm gonna feel like I'm too good for the average woman because you went through a lot, bro. Imagine how hard it is to get the bag. You went through 5 years, 6 years, 7 years of pain and suffering, just chasing the bag, and then finally you get it. You're gonna think you're too good for like below average and average women. I'm sorry, you're just not gonna want to do that. And you ain't never really experienced sex with a top tier female before. It'd be nice to experience that. You feel what I'm saying? You deserve the finest coochie in the life, man. You deserve lobster, steak, and crab dinners. You deserve the top beautiful women in the world, bro, for all the hustling that you put into your craft. When men get the money and the power and the bag, they go after them women anyway. Huh. Even like low tier guys who who are like sub five. They go after top tier women, bro. Just ask Jermaine Dupri, the record producer. Ask Seal. Ask Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson couldn't get a woman before his belt. You know, once he got that belt, once he got that belt around his waist, he went out the top tier females, models. You know what I'm saying? He didn't hustle for nothing, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I thought about it. I said, man, I might as well stick with top tier females. And you know what, bro? I think about how hard and how long the road was. No homo, no homo. I think about how difficult and how much I went through just to obtain like riches and wealth. Basically the bag. How hard I worked, how much suffering I went through just to get it. And in the end, just to get a average female, or even worse, a below average female, bro. Hell fucking no. Hell no. Hell fucking no, bro. You feel what I'm saying? No, you deserve top shelf everything. Top shelf women, top shelf alcohol, top shelf houses, top shelf cars. You deserve high-end cars because you put a lot of work into your craft. You chase the bag for years at a time, bro. Why would you want to settle for anything less than that, man? Because it's so hard chasing this motherfucking bag, bro. And once I get it, I'm gonna look at some of these average women. I'm like, fuck you. I don't deserve that bitch, bro. I went through all that bullshit just to get a female that I could get without the money. Of course, it's going to be a transactional relationship, man. But we want these women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Eat the rock star from the back. we want these women, bro. Come on, bro. They smell so good. They look so good. They got long, silky hair. The Indian female that been giving me some play in Starbucks, she came today, bro. I deserve her when I get the bag. I want her once I get the bag. I'm gonna come back to this area, bro. I'm gonna go get the bag, come back to this area and chill. And I'm gonna check for it, bro. And I'm gonna show off my brand new car. You know what I'm saying? Once I get the bag in the future, you feel me? Show off my brand new car, show her my new Rolex watch. And she really gonna get on the team then. Once you show the females that you got it going on, they're gonna get on the team. They're gonna wanna get on the team. They're gonna have to get on the team. Feel me? They're gonna wanna get with you. And that's gonna make you attractive with the money, bro. Fuck all that, bro. I'm gonna stick in, I don't know what, bro. After all the hustling and grinding I went through, I'm gonna stick my dick into some grade A pussy, bro. The best pussy on earth, bro. The best looking woman that I could find. Cause I think about my kids. You know how hard it is to be struggling as an average man. So if I get with a top tier female and I have babies with her, man, that means I got access to better genes. Meaning my kid is gonna be better looking than me, and he'll be able to carry on the family legacy with ease. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Do you really want your kids to go through the struggle like an average man is going through right now in this dating market? Huh? Do you really want your kids to have just average genes after you work so goddamn hard to get that bag? You really want to just settle for average? No, you get the woman that you want, bro. That's why we hustle. No, I'm getting the woman that I want. I saw shorty parents walk by me today. I looked at her. I was like, no, I don't deserve her. I'm sorry. After all the homelessness and the pain and suffering and the loneliness that I went through, so much loneliness, so much just self-belief I believed in myself. So much craziness and mental damage I took just to get to this bag. I probably might have a shorter life because I went through so much, bro. Even though no, I know, no, hell no. I deserve that female, the young female, the tall Indian female that's in Starbucks right now. I deserve her once I get the bag. She's beautiful too, man. She about a 7. She tall, bro. She got good genes, bro. That'll be good for your kids, bro. Nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that average shit, bro. We suffered through so much to get the bag, bro. And I thought about it, bro. Oh yeah. Hey, hey. You crazy, bro? Food and shelter ain't important. Not to these Sims. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. You crazy, man. You just reminded me of that. He funny, man. Not to these Sims. Oh, you funny, boy. Like I said, man, you deserve the best stuff, bro. You've been hustling to get that bag your whole entire life, bro. You've been mentally damaged. You feel me? Let's get up out of here, man, because I gotta get down there. I gotta fly a sign right now, and we gotta play our numbers because our numbers might. You never know when your number's gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? So we can get down there, man.
Hey, boss, you ain't got 50 cents?
Let me see what I got. That's all the change I got. Like I said, man, no, you deserve beautiful women, guys. After the hard work and blood, sweat, and tears that you put into your craft, either you was chasing a jackpot, or you was chasing the Hollywood dream, or even if you was in school just studying computer science so you could become one of them techies or some shit like that. And after all, when it's all said and done, no, you need better genes, bro. You need access to better genes. You need your kid to look better than you. You need your kid to survive. Look, if I get with a top tier female and I have babies with her, and if it's a male, that kid gonna be taller than me because I'm gonna pick a tall woman around my height. You feel what I'm saying? Around 5'9". That I want her. Yeah, she gotta be at least 5'6", 5'9", 5'6", 5'7", 5'9". She could be 5'10". She could be slightly taller. You feel what I'm saying? But that's as far as I go. 5'10" is as far as I go. But once I get the bag, I want access to better genes because I think about how my life is as an average man, struggling in this dating market. I want the best for my children. I want my kid to be better looking than me, so that way he'll be able to carry on the family legacy, and he won't be struggling in no dating market. Because he could think back like when my father was alive, man. He always told me he blessed me with good genes, man. He was always wanting the best for me, man. You know, because I'm gonna be gone one day, and then my kid, he'll be taller than me. He'll be better looking than me. He'll have better genes. Like I said, access to better genes, bro. I don't want no average woman, man. After hard work and dedication, and the mental insanity that you took on, the loneliness that you went throughout the life. Throughout the journey to get in the bag. Like, hell no. Fuck that, bro. You don't deserve that shit. Why you think average women have a hard time getting top tier men who make a lot of money and shit? Because top tier men, once you get that money in your pocket, whew, man, that's an ego boost. Your ego goes straight through the roof. Because you thinking in your head like, man, I work long and hard. No homo. I work long and hard for like a long time, chasing this bag, and all I deserve is a woman that's average looking. You're just repeating their average cycle. Once you get with a top tier woman, and once you get with a top tier woman and you have babies with her, you in the average or even the below average cycle. Mike Tyson children look better than him. They're better looking than him. Because he got with a top tier woman. You know what I'm saying? You know. I'm telling you, man. You crazy, Jamie. Man. Isn't food and shelter important? Not to these simps. Woo. Man, yeah, it's been times where dudes are going homeless, spending their life savings on women out there in Thailand, like these older guys. The older guys are the worst simps because they're in the final quarter of their life and they lonely as hell. You know, you got to be at least my looks level. Yeah, you can do that. You know, your looks level or above. Never settle for a woman that's below your looks level, bro. That's making things worse with your children. You gotta look at it like this, bro. You get with a below average looking woman, that's a step down. Your kids are gonna suffer from that. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of women, they reject a lot of guys who are below them because they're looking out for their children, right? Same thing with you. Once you get the bag, you want a female that is at least your looks level or more. I say go for more. I say get the top tier women, bro. Once you get the bag, fuck all these average women, bro. Nah. You gotta think that you're too good for them, man. Just like they be thinking they're too good for you. No, you get average. You get access to beautiful women once you get the bag. You ain't gonna be thinking about the average woman. Trust me, bro. Your taste gonna change because you will have a lot more options. So then when you got a lot of options, you'll be picky. You'll be a lot more picky, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta flip the script on them, bro. Like, a lot of these women, they walking around like they're too good for you when you're broke and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So when you get the money, you gotta act like you're too good for them. See how that shit turns out? See, when the shoe is on the other foot, they don't like that shit, bro. Women can't handle rejection, man. Just like on Pop That Balloon show, oh, they can't stand when a guy rejects them, bro. They can't stand when dudes pop their balloon. You know, they can't stand the rejection, bro. It burns their motherfucking skin up. And that's what you do. Once you get the bag, you got a chance to reject them. Like they rejected you throughout the years. That's why I say, baby, get that motherfucking bag at all costs. You feel me? Then the shoe is on the other foot, bro. And the other foot is barefooted. It's not gonna be comfortable, right? Walking around with just one shoe. The other foot that don't got no shoe, it's gonna take some punishment. You know, you might step on a nail or something, or step on some rocks. Just all kinds of things going inside the foot, you know. And the other foot got the shoe on it. That's what I'm talking about, man. Go after them pretty, gorgeous women, bro. Access to better genes. Think about your children, bro. Your kids will be above average looking. So me, like an average guy, me, if I got with a top tier woman and she was around an 8, 9, or a 10, and we had children, and I'll have a beautiful daughter or a beautiful son, well, a handsome son. I mean, he could be beautiful too. Men are beautiful too, shit. No homo. But I'm saying, you can call yourself beautiful too, man. As a man, like, shit, I'm beautiful. Shit. But what I'm saying is, like this, bruh. You got access to wealth and money. You worked your ass off. You went through loneliness, suffering, depression. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had sex in 2 years or 3 years or how long you've been chasing the bag. Once you get the bag, you deserve the best. Yes, yes. Life is too short to be settling just for an average woman after you worked so goddamn hard for your money, after you worked so goddamn hard to get to where you had to be in life with the bag. You feel what I'm saying? No. You're gonna have ego. A lot of guys who got a lot of money, they got a lot of ego, bro. The average woman approach them, they're gonna be like, get this average woman up out of here, man. I didn't sacrifice everything so I could just have her. I didn't work hard and get out of poverty just so I could have this average bitch in front of me. Like, oh no. And if you're broke, don't settle for nothing under your looks level. Like Jamie, you saying she got to be above your looks level. I mean, she got to be around your looks level, right? Yeah, even if you're broke, bro, don't be settling for these big old fat whales and these women who are super skinny and ugly, like Sub 5 Stalker. Don't settle for these women, bro. Don't. That's why Sub 5 Stalker got pissed off at me, bro. Because I didn't want her long term. She was just a quick nut. And I didn't even get a chance to bust a nut. You feel me? So no, you don't deserve average women when you get the bag. You deserve the best things in life, bro. The best coochie. You can stick your dick inside the best coochie on earth, bro. The best shit. Like I said, man, you have babies with these women, you're gonna have some beautiful babies, man. Then they'll be able to carry on your legacy easier when you're gone. Me, I want my kid to be taller than me. I want him to at least be 6 foot. So what I gotta do, get a tall female with beautiful features, compact mid-face, long hair, beautiful, fat ass, a nice big fat ass. Nah. It hit me today, bro. I was sitting there watching, Shorty parents walk by, and she said goodbye to me, right? I just smiled at her. I smirked at her. I said, okay, goodbye. And I thought in my head, I was like, Shorty parents is below me in looks, man. She ain't got no lips. Her lips are non-existent. Like me, I got lips. And I've been told that throughout my whole entire life by females. My last girlfriend was prettier than Shorty Pants, okay? Shorty Pants is a 4 to me, man. She's not pretty, she's not beautiful. I'm definitely above her, man. That's why when I first saw her at Starbucks, because I think she'd been working there for like a year. When she first started working at Starbucks, she would say hi to me a lot, until, it just got old, right? When a female first see you, she's always saying hi to you. Now, after a while, she stopped saying hi to you so much, you know. But when we first lock eyes, you know, we're both looking at each other like, damn, looking at each other, we attracted to each other. You feel what I'm saying? And I think I'm still a decent looking dude at 45, man. You feel me? But it's like, I want something different, man. Once I get the bag, I want best women. I want the best women that my money can buy, bro. If I'm driving in Lambo, best believe the bitch that I'm rolling with, she gonna be above average. Or even if I'm riding a Porsche, she gonna be above average, man. Let's get up out of here, man. Because think about all the pain and suffering you went through just to get the bag, bro. Like how much time you put into your craft, how long it took to get that jackpot, how much consistency that you put into it. You know, like, no, you don't deserve women who are like just average looking. And then the thing is, your kids gonna come out to be average. I kind of want to give my offspring the best chance at survival by picking the most prettiest woman that I could find with the bag. I ain't talking about right now, man, because I can't do that right now. I'm talking about once I get the bag, I kind of want a top tier female to have babies with, because I'm thinking about my children. You feel me? I'm thinking about my kids. You feel me? Rejected and ghosted will be my thing. Yeah, you gotta do that, man, because they do that to you. When you're broke, they reject you and you're not good enough for them. You're not on their looks level. Like my entire life, bro, I spent getting rejected by top tier females. Like even when I was younger, I used to want some of the most prettiest women, right? But they used to reject me because I wasn't on their looks level. I wasn't tall enough or something like that. But once you get the bag, fuck all that average shit, bro. You feel me? Fuck all that average shit, bro. What you want is top tier. Women who are beautiful. Women who are gorgeous. I don't want a woman that I can get without money, bro. Like, imagine the experience with a sex, with a top tier female. Like, can you imagine how good sex would be with a woman that you're really highly attracted to? Man, that'd be a good experience, man. I think like back in the day, I had sex with one top tier woman my whole entire life. When I used to go to the massage parlors and stuff back in my early 30s, and I had one top tier female. It was unbelievable. The sexual experience was very unbelievable because everything was tight on her. Her body was in shape. I couldn't believe that I was in the bed with that female. It's unbelievable. She was like an 8 in looks. Boy, I busted the nuts so hard. I thought my head was gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? Those are the women you want, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They're your prize wives and your prize girlfriends, man. For all the hard work and dedication and the blood, sweat, and tears you put into your craft. You didn't hustle for an average woman, bro. Come on, man. All the loneliness that you went through, all the suffering and the pain that you went through just so you can get to where you had to go. You're gonna be buying top tier everything, bro. The first thing I'm gonna do is go get me a Lambo. Once I got the money for it, that's top shelf right there. That's top of the food chain cars, bro. It don't get that much better than a Lambo, unless it's a McLaren. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna want that, bro, for all the pain and suffering that you went through. You know, you're gonna want Keisha. You're gonna want Chung Lee. You're gonna want Stacy, as they call it, right? You're gonna want that woman, that girl who spent years rejecting you. You're gonna want her, the one you really want, bro. Because life is too short to be settling for just an average woman after you got the bag. You be like, hell no. Let me tell you something. Once you get rich, you're gonna think you're the shit. You're gonna think you're like, oh no. Watch, you're gonna be like, watch when you get that money. Them top tier females who think they pretty enough to pull you, they're gonna be approaching you all day long. All day long. You riding in that Lambo, you driving, you wearing that you wearing that what they call it, you wearing that Rolex on your arm. They're gonna see that, and they're gonna approach. You know, because women who are top tier, they know their Rolexes and shit. They know that shit. They see you wearing it, all of a sudden, in their mind, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's wearing that Rolex I just saw in the magazine about 2 weeks ago. Let me approach this guy real quick because that Rolex is very expensive. I seen it. At whatever top tier watch store she was at, you know, and you're wearing that same watch, man, the top tier female gonna approach you, bro. You're gonna forget about all them average women, bro. Cause then look, your taste in women gonna change. Cause once you start messing with top tier women, you ain't gonna want nothing else. Look at Tyrese. He complaining about having fake love from them women, but he keep on choosing them. Why? Because these females, you can't resist them. You can't resist these 8, 9s, and 10s. They're irresistible to the man's naked eye. You feel what I'm saying? So, for you to be getting the bag, but before you got the bag, you was struggling, you was suffering from loneliness, chronic depression. You know, this. Man, you just suffer so much for you to get the bag and then still stick with an average woman, but you got top tier females hitting on you all the time. You're gonna have a hard time staying true to that average woman, man. Especially when them 8, 9s, and 10s start hitting on you. Then what the fuck you gonna do then? You ain't gonna be staying. To be honest, you're not gonna stay faithful to that average woman. Like I said, you'll be like, nah, I could get a better looking woman than that, man. Tight body, beautiful face, you know, slim waist, medium size behind, big behind, whatever you prefer, bro. You deserve the best. You feel me? Because you worked so hard, man, throughout the years to get you where you had to go. You went through a lot of suffering and pain, you know, mentally. You know? So why would you want to have a woman that's average? Those women get rejected. I bet not see none of you motherfuckers with a bag and just with an average woman. Look at Shannon Sharp. All that money, he had an average looking woman, bro. Like, bro, you deserve better than that, man. I don't know what you was doing. Just simping, man, for no reason. You deserve the top shelf, man. The other women, you gotta reject them, bro. They got average genetics, bro. When you settle down and you get a trophy wife or whatever, she gotta be top tier. She gotta be beautiful. You feel me? She gotta be beautiful. That's the trophy for all the blood, sweat, and tears you went through just to get the bag, bro. We deserve trophies for all the hard work and labor and blood, sweat, and tears, you know, that it took to like get the bag. So in the end, you're not gonna be satisfied. I mean, you're not gonna be satisfied with average women anyway. I'm thinking about how much I'm suffering right now, how much chronic loneliness, as they call it, right? Loneliness that I'm going through right now, being like looked over and looked past, you know, for taller men, younger men, in some cases. I'm like, do I really deserve, like, after all the hard work and the playing the lottery, getting the bag and having a lot of money, do I really deserve a woman like Shorty Pants? No. Shorty Pants is too short. She's 5'1". That's too short. You better not bring no fucking short children into this fucking world, bro. With all that fucking money you got. You gotta, them Shorty Pants, you gotta reject them. Reject them. No, they're not tall enough. I don't care if she's a YouTuber and you've been liking her face and stuff. Face don't mean nothing, bro, when she's not tall. Them legs gotta be long, not short. You gotta have standards once you get the bag, and you're gonna have standards once you get the bag, because you're gonna have a whole lot of options. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck all that average shit, bro. Give your children, your kids, the best chance at survival. I wish my dad would have got money, or this way. I wish my mother would have became a millionaire and got a better looking man. I would be top tier. I'll be a Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? And I'd be like, thank you, mom, for getting money and getting a top tier man. You know, I'm blessed to have these top tier looks. But since my mom didn't, she chose an average guy, because she was average too. They came out with me with an average genetics, with a few good features like my lips and my eyes. I do think I got hunter, hooded eyes. When I look up hooded eyes, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt pop up. Yeah, I look like Leonardo DiCaprio, but the black version. But I got other things that's working against me, like my height. And I think my nose is too big. The only thing that's good about me is my lip area and my eye area. I'm average height at best. So that's gonna like, and I'm old, I'm getting old. You know, my age is working against me right now. So that's a lot of things that's like cutting the flow of women, you know, from me. If I was taller, maybe like 6 foot, the flow of women will increase, you know. But we gotta make sure we give the best chance for our children. You know, like, you kind of want your kid to be better looking. I'm just saying. You plant the seed strategically. When you get the bag, you're gonna have babies. If you ain't got kids right now, you know, but when you get the bag, you will start having children. Because then, you know, the financial is there. You can take care of them. The money is flowing and shit like that. You got financial security. You got a big bag. You got a big old house, nice cars. Okay, then the children are gonna come in. So you kind of want to be picky and choosy about who you place your seed inside of, because you got to think of the children. You know, you got to think like, I kind of want my kid to look better than me and be taller than me, so he can have the best chance and survival. Because I know it's gonna be I know it's gonna be a goddamn. I'm gonna you're gonna have a bunch of kids once you get the bag. I know I'm gonna have a boy eventually out of the batch, and I want him to be having a better chance at survival. You know, I want him to survive better than I did. You feel what I'm saying? I already got the Tyrone eye area. You feel what I'm saying? But I want him to have a better job. I want him to be taller, better looking than me. And then he can carry on my name, man. Easy. He could get on the dating apps and they be all over him, man. And of course, we're gonna have females. You're gonna have girls and stuff, man. That's gonna grow up to be beautiful and stuff. Yeah, we don't want no short, sub-5 children, man. Give your kids the better life, bro. You know, don't think about yourself. Think about your future children when you get the bag. Because like I said, once you get the bag, you're gonna start having children. You gotta think about them. Do I want to get with a short female that's 5 foot? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Because it's going to be a short kid, man. And if it's a dude, he's going to be screwed, bro. He's going to be like 5 foot guy or whatever his name. Short guy or short bald guy. Like him, look how much he hate himself, though, bro. Do you really want to bring something like that into the world? Hell no, bro. So you got to think about your children. You want your children to have good looks, man. No on short children. No. Reject them short women, bro. Reject those bitches, bro. A lot of women that's around 5 foot 1, 5 foot 2, they reject me. They think I'm too short. I saw that episode on Pop the Balloon where a guy was 5 foot 9, she was 4 foot 11, but she rejected him because he was too short. I'm like, he's 5 foot 9. That's my height. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she was like, sorry, he's too short. And the host was like, wait a minute, he can like see over you. It doesn't matter. I want him to be 6 foot. Wait. I want him to be 6 foot. And somebody in the comment section said, what? She's 4 foot 11. He should be rejecting her. For real. Hell yeah, dude. Like a 4 foot 11? Woo, man. Hell no. Hell no. You gotta protect your kids, bro. One day I think I'm gonna have kids, and I want the best for my kids, man. You know, so when I leave here, my son, he ain't gonna have no problem pulling bitches. He gonna be well over 6 feet tall. He gonna be a Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, his daddy had decent looks, and his mama was a top tier woman. So it's gonna put 2 and 2 together. Like when I was younger, I was definitely a 7. So if I get with a female that's an 8, 9, or a 10, automatically that makes my son, whenever I do have a son, it's gonna make him the top tier guy. You feel what I'm saying? Because I already got the eye area. He gonna have my eye area. He gonna have my nose and stuff. He gonna have his mom's genetics too, mixed in together. And there you go. You got a tall, handsome son. And one day I'm gonna look at my son and be like, look at my handsome son. That motherfucker gonna be killing it after school, man. Them females gonna be all over him. Yeah, like, cause I chose a good woman to have babies with. I chose a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, you better thank your daddy, man. I hooked your ass up. That's what my dad used to say all the time. He said, you better thank your daddy. Your daddy hooked your ass up, boy, with some good looks. And he did. You know, throughout my 20s, I was a monster, bro. I was taking dudes' girlfriends and shit. You know, I was. That's how I was able to sleep with Gwen, bro. You know what I'm saying? But her husband or whatever was a little bit more aggressive, and he lived closer to her. I lived far away from Gwen. She used to come to Oakland, man, take me back to Pittsburgh where she used to stay. That's like 20 or 30 miles away from Oakland. But I used to take dudes' girlfriends and stuff, man. Cause I was a good looking dude in my 20s, man. Pulling them. And I know if I get with a top tier female, that's gonna make my kid even more good looking or better looking or whatever the words, whatever. Better looking shit. That's gonna make my kid better looking than me. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's kind of what you want. You kind of want to escape the average gene, just like Kevin Hart escaped the short gene. You kind of want better for your children. That's all I'm trying to say. So once you get the money, get the bag, get to these top females, bro. Step into these females, bro. Step to these goddamn females. That's all I gotta say. Reject those ones that are average at best. Reject the ones that are super short. Women who are 5 foot, no, we don't want no shorties. Short legs, no. Long legs is way more attractive, bro. Think about a long leg woman that's 5'9", bro. With them long legs, that's way more attractive than women who got short legs. The Indian girl that been giving me some play in Starbucks, she tall, bro. I want my kids to come out like that. She tall. That's the one. Ding, 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 ding. That's the winner, bro. To me, a woman's height is impressive, man. I mean, she got superior genes, bro. All these shorty pants walking around here, bro. Fuck all that. Skip them bitches, man. Just say no to them bitches. That means short children. That means my kid is gonna end up being 5'4" guy or hat guy or short bald guy. Look how life is with him, bro. Like, he can't even get shit, bro. Like, somebody didn't think about his genes, man. Like, his mother and father just, they were both on the short side, bro. And his dad didn't think like, wait a minute, let me get the bag so I can have a taller son. Nah, he just had him. And now a lot of guys who are sub 5 and below average height, man, they hate themselves, man. I just heard of a guy here on YouTube that committed suicide because he was short and he couldn't get no woman. And I was like, damn, life is fucked up, man. So think about what you about to create, man. You gotta always think about what you're gonna create. When you get the bag, bro, get to them top females, bro. Fuck all that average shit. I know we talked about maybe these females might not be loving you for you, but man, think about your children. Your kids gonna grow up to be looking gorgeous, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to create no ugly children, no children that are sub 5 or short. We don't want none of that. Bring your standards all the way up high. I mean, think about it. Look at how many like fucking average women are with like top tier men that make a whole lot of money. You don't see that very often unless you see like a Shannon Sharp, situation or something like that. But for the most part, when men get money, they get ego, and with an ego, they think they deserve the best. They're like, nah, I didn't go through all that struggling and all that pain and suffering and loneliness just so I could get an average woman. You must be smoking. You must be smoking. No, I want the one that rejected me when I was broke. I want the ones that I have always wanted. I want them top tier ones. That's what I want. And you know what? You deserve it. Look how long you worked to get that bag. Look how much blood, sweat, and tears it took for you to get that bag. You deserve it. You don't deserve no average woman, man. You don't deserve that shit, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit. No, you don't deserve that, bro. You know how long and Look how long it took for you to get that bag. How much blood, sweat, and tears you put into your craft, day and night, week after week, year after year, chasing the bag, blood, sweat, and tears, letdowns, setbacks, loneliness, stress. You know, you aged a few more years, man. You probably took like some years off your life chasing this bag. Hell no, I'm gonna enjoy beautiful women while I'm alive. Shit, no, I'm getting women that's above me in looks. Fuck that. That's gonna be my ego once I get the bag. I'm like, hell no. You know, fuck all that. I'm gonna have an ego once I get the bag. I'm gonna be like, look at this average short bitch. Next. No, we don't want that. You're not pretty enough, sweetheart. You're not good enough for me. I didn't put all my blood, sweat, and tears in my craft just so I can have you. You must be smoking. That's how Diddy thought too. Look at Diddy, he only dealt with beautiful women, bro. He didn't no average looking woman, bro. Diddy had ego, bro. And when you get money, it makes you have an ego. Fuck all that. An average woman at best. You know, look at Kevin Samuels. He was dealing with a cute nurse-looking chick or whatever. You know, he was dealing with her. Escort. She was like 32 years old. He was nearly 60. You know, listen to Kevin Samuels, how he talked when he was alive. He was talking about these average women they got shot with top tier men or men who make a lot of money. You know, the men in the 20%. A lot of average women, they think they got a shot. That approach these dudes with confidence and shit, and they get rejected. Why? Because these guys are used to the best things in earth. These guys are used to the best things on earth. I mean, caviar, lobster steak and shrimp dinners, exotic vacations, exotic cars, exotic women. Okay? They want it all. As a man with a bag, you ain't gonna be satisfied with no average woman. Your palate gonna change once you get the bag. I'm telling you, trust me, bro. You're gonna be looking at an average woman like, no. You're gonna be like a Chad or a Tyrone. You're gonna be picky and shit, and you're gonna reject them because they're not beautiful enough. You put all your blood, sweat, and tears into your craft, and at the end, talk about you deserve an average woman. Fuck all that, bro. I had an average woman when I was broke. Nah, you gotta experience some top tier, man. Experience some top tier women, bro. Get the ones you really want with the hourglass shape, long hair, beautiful face, everything. I gotta go. I'm at my spot. I see y'all tomorrow. I see you later. Shit, I've been drinking too much goddamn Rockstar, so I'm thinking ahead of myself. You guys have a good day. I'll be back on later. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.